let's get right to Griff Jenkins live in D.C. with the latest on the Eric Swalwell investigation. Griff.
Yeah, good morning, Todd and Carly. Embattled Congressman Eric Swalwell officially submitted his resignation from Congress yesterday after yet another accuser has come forward. Former model Lana Drews alleging that Swalwell drugged and sexually assaulted her in a West Hollywood hotel in 2018.
I believe he drugged my drink. I only had one glass of wine. When I arrived at his hotel room, I was already incapacitated and I couldn't move my arms or my body. He raped me and he choked me. And while he was choking me, I lost consciousness. And I thought I died.
Drews becomes Swalwell's fifth accuser after others began to speak out, accusing him of making unwanted advances.
Ultimately, it reached a point where he invited me to a hotel to meet him. It was very clear what the connotation was. At that point, I completely stopped responding. What I keep thinking back to is how lucky I am that I didn't go to that hotel.
It started out as professional and platonic, and then slowly they became more and more explicit, asking me what I was wearing.
Swalwell now facing criminal investigations from the Manhattan DA and now the LA County. The Sheriff's Department saying, quote, the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department Special Victims Bureau is investigating a case involving a female adult who reported being sexually assaulted by Eric Swalwell. The investigation remains in its preliminary stages and is ongoing, but Swalwell is denying the accusations. His attorney saying in a statement, Congressman Swalwell categorically and unequivocally denies each and every allegation of sexual misconduct and assault that has been leveled against him. These accusations are false, fabricated, and deeply offensive. A calculated and transparent political hit job designed to destroy the reputation of a man who has spent 20 years in public service. And Todd and Carly, as for Swalwell's congressional seat now vacated, California Governor Gavin Newsom says he plans to hold a special election in August to fill it. Todd and Carly.
Griff Jenkins live for us in D.C. Griff, thank you. With that, let us bring in Republican political strategist Katie Zacharia. Katie, here are the Democrats now saying they are shocked, absolutely shocked, about Swalwell's behavior. Listen.
Republicans and others are saying that Democrats turned kind of a blind eye, that they knew what he was up to or what the allegations were.
That is absolutely positive. And it's true that they may say that, but it is absolutely not true.
You had no idea?
None whatsoever.
So I heard rumors of him being flirty.
When you first heard these rumors, should you have acted when you first heard these rumors several years ago?
The rumors I heard were that he was just a flirty social guy. That's it.
I'm glad that those two resigned, and we have to be vigilant, vigilant, vigilant.
Katie, is anyone buying that this was anything other than a political hit job orchestrated by the Democrats when Eric Swalwell became no longer useful to them, when he in fact became a liability because of what he was doing to Democrats in the California's governor race, and the fact that these Democrats knew this all along, Katie?
Yeah, Nancy Pelosi is either having dementia or just a momentary blitz. Look, we've known out in California about Eric Swalwell. I'm a native Californian. This had been circulating for years and years and years. That accusation was from 2018. The Democrat Party knew this all along, and they covered for him. Why? They covered for Swalwell because he was useful at parroting all of their schemes against President Trump and all of the rest of their enemies. You know, you had Russia, 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 impeachment 1 and 2, raid on Mar-a-Lago. Swalwell used his position on the House Intelligence Committee and Judiciary Committee to peddle those lies, and the Democrats held all of this over him as either blackmail or a way to control him to get him to peddle these lies. Fong Fong was the biggest indicator when they covered for him, a Chinese spy, and the Democrat Party was okay with that, Todd.
Well, he has a lot to worry about right now when it comes to his family, his children, his legacy. Legally, though, Katie, what could happen to him here?
Well, we have the accuser coming out, and the receipts look like out in 2018, just doing from the press conference yesterday in Los Angeles, the campaign receipts coming forward show that he was actually at that hotel and they did pay for it. So the dates line up. So he's looking at prison time if all of these accusations come to light and are true.
Yeah, this is a lot more than just political fallout. These are potential crimes, and serious ones at that. I want to switch gears to something very, very concerning involving Erika Kirk and Turning Point USA. There were threats to Erika Kirk, causing her to bow out of last night's Turning Point USA event. She released the following statement on X, quote, "I was so looking forward to tonight's event at the University of Georgia with our Vice President, J.D. Vance, but after all our family has been through, I take my security team's recommendation extremely seriously. Thank you to our amazing Georgia chapter for your support. God bless you all." J.D. Vance did attend the event. Here's what he had to say.
But so Erika's struggling with this, and of course that's terrible, unspeakable. Most of us cannot even put ourselves in her shoes, while at the same time, she's trying to make sure that Charlie's legacy doesn't die. And in that context, everybody is attacking her over everything, and they're lying about her, and it's one of the most disgraceful things that I've ever seen in public life.
To that point, what have we become as a society? Who attacks a widow who literally just lost her husband, watched him get murdered within the last year, all because of politics?
And a mother of two who's trying to continue, her husband's legacy, but also raise these children that had such a wonderful, doting father. The fact that she has to be concerned on security, and that after her children, and she witnessed her husband get shot and assassinated. Now she has to be concerned that her children could be orphans, and it is horrendous. And I'm so proud of J.D. Vance. There were a lot of people accusing her of not going because J.D. Vance had security. When Secret Service is there for the vice president, they are there for the vice president. They are not there for anyone else. And so they clearly knew that Erika's security team wasn't even enough considering the threats that she was facing.
Yeah, and this is coming on the heels of a Turning Point USA reporter being assaulted in Minnesota. And according to that reporter, the threats against Turning Point USA members have only gotten worse since Charlie Kirk's assassination rather than better, which is a very concerning trend. Katie, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Be sure to like and subscribe for all the Fox News latest on YouTube, and catch full shows streaming now on Fox One.